Dark Souls is a game that is notorious for its difficulty. Even though this is my first video, I already feel like a broken record when I repeat that statement. I have had several attempts at trying to play Dark Souls, but have given up due to many different reasons. Mainly the bloody Taurus demon. The game just never clicked with me, and yet I have always been fascinated with the series. It wasn't until recently, through my battles with severe anxiety and panic attacks, that I was able to truly appreciate Dark Souls and how the game itself has helped me deal with my problems. This video is sort of a reply to the Writing on Games video about how Dark Souls helped him cope. I wanted to upload this to show him that he is not alone in his experiences with Dark Souls. I will link the video in the description. I have dealt with anxiety throughout most of my life. It controls me and leaves me scared to try new things because dealing with the possible failure is too much to handle. Anything that seems too difficult is better off left unattempted. Recently, I've been having panic attacks. I have dealt with these before and thought they were no longer a part of my life. I was wrong. I cannot pinpoint the exact reason behind the resurfacing of my panic attacks. It could have been the job I had at the time, stresses of university, or a feeling of loneliness and isolation. My lack of understanding increases my anxiety. To try and decrease my stress, my doctor provided me with 2 weeks off work and the means to extend due dates for several of my assignments. All of a sudden, I had a lot of free time. Between applying for new jobs and trying to cope with my anxiety, I began watching YouTube videos on the Souls series. Mainly the Super Best Friends live stream of Demon's Souls featuring a German spy. Watching this reinvigorated my interest in the Souls series and inspired me to attempt Dark Souls once again. This time was different though. Playing Dark Souls provided me with an avenue to vent my anxieties. My brain was no longer tearing itself apart. Instead, it was focused on trying to learn the mechanics and intricacies of Dark Souls. This time, something clicked in my brain. I was really enjoying the game and I couldn't stop playing. I didn't realise that Dark Souls was helping me deal with my anxieties until I felt like I was about to have another panic attack. I was at home when the attack began and I usually try and control my breathing and relax to try and alleviate my stress, but none of this was working. Instead, for some weird reason, I decided to boot up Dark Souls. After a few minutes, I felt the attack gradually disappear and I began to feel calm. Now, I'm not suggesting that Dark Souls is a magical remedy for anxiety, but I found that in my case, it really helps. The mechanics of the game demand your complete attention. This allows my brain to forget about the panic attacks, which allows me to calm down. No other game has helped me in this way. Dark Souls isn't so much a difficult game as a game about trying new things, dealing with failure and overcoming adversity. The game teaches you that everything the developer throws at you can be defeated. If you believe in yourself, anything can be accomplished. I've applied this mindset to my real life. I was so scared and stressed because I believed that I could not complete anything and success was impossible. Instead, I would not attempt anything and wallow in self-pity while thinking about what could have been. Dark Souls has taught me that this is not the case. Throughout the game you encounter bigger and badder enemies who want nothing more than to destroy you. Usually I would give up when I encountered something I deemed too difficult, but now I throw myself at it. Each new enemy I face is similar to a new experience in my life. They are a goal I want to complete. No longer do I feel compelled to give up when something becomes too difficult. I've begun trying things that I never thought I could. The game also teaches you that failure is not a bad thing. You will fail multiple times in Dark Souls, but from that failure you will learn what actions need to be completed in order to achieve victory. Through the game's mechanics, it encourages you to pick up the controller and try again. Attempting something that you believe is impossible is the first step, and failing is a natural outcome. Before, once things become too difficult, my anxiety would kick in and I would label myself a failure and just give up. I will discuss an example that is not too depressing or too personal. This mindset has left me struggling to make my first YouTube video, which is something I've always wanted to do. I always believed that I was not good enough to upload a video, and even if I did, no one would watch it and I would be a failure and eventually just give up. Dark Souls has taught me to never give up. Failure is a natural occurrence in life, and it is also momentary. With time, you will get better and accomplish what you have set out to do. I eventually did defeat the Taurus demon, and my memory of my previous failures made that victory so much more important. I have begun applying this lesson that Dark Souls has taught me within my own life. This video is proof of that. Failure is intimidating, but it will teach you a valuable lesson that will help you achieve victory. Dark Souls has helped me battle through my anxiety. Though my anxiety will never completely disappear, that's okay. This game is a place where I can go and forget everything that I'm feeling and just calm myself down. Through the game's mechanics, it has taught me how to no longer be afraid of difficult tasks and to accept failure. It has taught me that if I put my mind to it, I can overcome anything. Well, my first YouTube video is complete. Feels really good. Thanks to Writing on Games for giving me the inspiration to make this video. Links to his video will be in the description. I recommend checking it out, and his YouTube channel also is really friggin' awesome. If you're massive into Dark Souls or just like, video games, it's a good channel to check out. Thanks everyone. If you liked it, give it a like. And if you want to see more stuff, which there will be more, definitely. And I'm going to be all doom and gloom like this video was, but if you like it, give it a little subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully it was something with a bit more of a happy tone, but probably not. Cheers.